Okay, let's do some of these exercises together. So it's asking us to find side x. So x here would be my opposite, and 10 is my adjacent. My apologies, there's not a lot of room on this sheet. I'll do it over here on the left. So we have tan of 15 degrees equals x over 10. So in order to isolate the x, I'm going to multiply both sides by 10. And so that gives me 10 times tan 15 equals x. And now I can calculate that. And I've been asked to round to 1 decimal place. So I punch in 10 tan 15 equals, and rounding to 1 decimal place would give me 2.7. Okay, in B, so relative to my angle, target angle here, 8 is my opposite side and x is my adjacent side. So tan of 30 degrees equals opposite 8 over adjacent x. Okay, and so you can either just trade the positions of those two if you want by cross multiplying, or you can rearrange this algebraically. I'll do it algebraically. So I'm going to multiply both sides by x so that my x's cancel on the right. And that leaves me with x times tan 30 equals 8. And I'm trying to solve for 8 or for x, so I want x on its own. So I'm going to divide both sides by tan 30. So I get x is 8 over tan 30. And I can punch that into my calculator. And it gives me 13.9 if I round to the nearest tenth. Okay, next one here. So x is going to be our opposite. 19 is our adjacent relative to the 65 degrees. So tan of 65 degrees is opposite over adjacent, which is x over 19. I'm trying to solve for x, so I'm going to multiply both sides by 19, which of course I didn't give myself enough room to do. But so that would be 19 times tan of 65 degrees is x. And so I can punch that into my calculator now. And I get 40.7. Okay, D. So relative to this 40 degrees, x is my opposite, and the 17.3 is my adjacent. So tan of 40 degrees is opposite over adjacent, which is x over 17.3. I can multiply both sides by 17.3. And that gives me x is 17.3 times tan of 40, which I can calculate. It's 14.5. Okay. Next one. So relative to this 53 degrees, we've got opposite here, adjacent with our x. So tan of 53 is opposite over adjacent, which is 239 over x. So I'm going to start by multiplying both sides by x. And that gives me x times tan 53 equals 239. And now I can divide both sides by tan 53. Remember, tan 53 is just a number. It's just a ratio. So you can always multiply or divide by it. Okay, so now I have x is 239 over tan of 53, which is something I can calculate. And it gives me 180.1. not degrees, 180.1, that's a length. Okay. Next one, x is our opposite side, 10.9 is our adjacent. So tan of 39 degrees is x over 10.9. We can multiply both sides by 10.9. Okay, so we get x is 10.9 times tan of 39 degrees. And that gives me 8.8. Okay, in G, 80 degrees is right here, so 982 is our opposite side, x is our adjacent. So tan of 80 degrees is 982 over x. So let's start by getting x out of the denominator by multiplying both sides by x. So I get x times tan 80 equals 982. And then I can divide both sides by tan 80 degrees. And so I get x is 982 divided by tan of 80, which gives me 173.2 when I round. And last one. So relative to this 13 degrees, x is our opposite. 15.7 is our adjacent. So tan of 13 degrees is opposite over adjacent, which is x over 50.7. So to isolate x, I'm going to multiply both sides by 50.7. And that gives me x equaling 50.7 times tan of 13. And I get an answer of 11.7. So those are all of the side length problems. And then next it asks you to solve some angles. So give those a try and come on back for the next video if you want to do them together.